Let me ask this question. So the nuclear bombs have only been used twice in history in warfare, right? Mm-hmm. But they've been tested over 2,000 times. You got an article that just came out here about China saying China's vertical nuclear expansion is real. Most concerning is the PRC's modern and grown nuclear arsenal. More precisely, the significant vertical expansion and increase in the number of nuclear warheads of this arsenal in the hands of such destabilizing force. It needs to be confronted post-haste. By public accounts, the PRC had approximately 240 nuclear heads in 2010. Today, it's at 350. By 2030, they're projecting to have around 1,000. Beijing will continue the largest ever nuclear force expansion and arsenal diversification in its history. Beijing is not interested in agreements that restrict its plans and will not agree to negotiations that lock in U.S. or Russian advantages, right? Okay, so if it's only been used twice, it's been tested 2,000 times, and everybody is concerned about people having nuclear bombs, and everyone wants to have them, like, what are you having it for? You know, because if one starts and it triggers and it's really a nuclear war that happens worldwide, what's going to be left over if they go that direction? Why is everybody so obsessed with having nuclear bombs?
It's the assurance of mutual destruction. So I will say, like, there are countries where you could look and their willingness to give up the nuclear bomb resulted in us exploiting them. I mean, look at Libya. I mean, that is a great case study on, pursuing nuclear weapons. We convince you to get rid of it, and then we topple you. You could just keep going down the list with that. But I, when looking at history, feel like when a country has nuclear power, at least the United States seems to respect them more. And I mean, Pakistan is a great example where if we really wanted to win the war in Afghanistan at any point, Western Pakistan was the Taliban's United States of what United States used Kuwait for to facilitate logistics is what the Taliban used in Pakistan. But we didn't want to go in there because they were a nuclear power. So I think if I was a country, that would be something I would get, because if you don't have it and they do, they're going to treat you with less respect.
Very interesting. I mean, it's just purely about, making sure you have a little bit of leverage and protection. It's an insurance policy. That's all it is.
That's exactly
It's something you may never, ever use, but just the fact that the other person knows you have it, they give you a little bit more respect.
That's right.
I think the phrase that gets used, and I don't mean this in an ethically derogatory way, but there is a phrase out there that says it's a Mexican standoff, which means that you're both kind of stalemated.
Yep.
I mean, look at North Korea as an example. Yep. Tiny little peninsula, and they're on the world stage because they got nuclear bombs. I mean, that's literally probably all they have. Their people probably have to eat nuclear pieces of bombs for breakfast.
But people forget what he's doing, right? His nuclear capabilities are actually, 1980 grade at best. But what does he keep testing? The ability to deliver them. He keeps launching the missiles that are unarmed. So what he's showing everybody is that he's increasing his rocketry technology so that he could deliver a bomb. But his actual nuclear capabilities are more meager. But it makes one crazy guy with one dirty bomb and the ability to deliver it into downtown Tokyo, not just a menace. Now he's got a chip at the table.
Yep.
Interesting. So you put this story up, Tyler. North Korea fires powerful missile using old playbook in a new world. The last time Pyongyang launched a weapon was over Japan in 2017 when Donald J. Trump was president and Kim Jong-un seemed intent on escalating conflict with Washington.
And if you recall, that's exactly when Trump was like, I will release great fire and fury, that whole thing. And people were like, he's going to start World War III. And next thing you know, him and Kim Jong-un are exchanging love letters.
It's probably when Milley started collecting up the nuclear launch codes.
And what's wild is nothing happened in 4 years. That's what's wild. Nothing happened in 4 years. Everybody was just kind of sitting there saying, let's wait for this guy, this guy to leave. And then if we want to do anything, let's do it afterwards. Boom, he's gone. Next thing you know, Afghanistan and all the other stuff started. Not during his reign, but it started right after him, and they tried to capitalize because maybe they were concerned he was going to do something about it.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.